Hi, good afternoon. My name is Jose Pablo Castro, and I'm going to present to you the final delivery of my key activity. The issue. My issue is a poor health system in countries. I will talk more specifically in third world countries and compare it to first world countries. Down here you can see a hospital. It's called the Hospital General de Occidente, and it's located here in Guadalajara. It's more commonly known as the Hospital Soquipan. The issue with this hospital is that I worked there for 5 months and I experienced what's the public health here in Mexico at its brightest point, and it's not really well. Here in this image, you can see a hospital in Mexico is flooded, something really bad in a hospital. And right now, there are these kind of hospitals people are making in the COVID pandemic because there are no places to be if you have the virus. Why is this topic relevant to me? Here you can see it's another hospital, but you can think like, well, that's a private hospital here in Mexico, maybe the US or something. This is the public hospital in Norway. Well, what's the problem with this is that Norway and Mexico both pay taxes, both need, well, both have money, but well, you can compare both economies, but you can't even compare a little bit this hospital with this one. It's an absolute mess. And also, besides that comparison is that I want to study medicine. Want to be a med student, and if we have a really bad condition, my studies will not be compared with a Norway student, for example. Perspectives. In my perspective matrix part two, I interviewed two people. One that used the public health system here in Mexico, and the other person used the public health system here in Spain. The Mexican said that it was great, it has its flaws, but the Spaniard she never talked us anything bad about it. It talked us like, well, it's really great. The thing that I asked her like, what's the worst thing, and she told us that well, maybe the queues are from 2 hours. 2 hours of queue is like 1/10 of the time you will make in here in Mexico. So yeah, it's really curious how to compare both countries. The changes that this key activity has made to me, well, obviously as I worked there I thought like this is the worst, this cannot be compared to anything in the world. But after making the Mexican interview, he told me something really significant that I haven't really thought about it. So he told us that that is all that he has. There is nothing more. Well, he can't pay for a private hospital, so he has to stay with what the government gave to us, and it gives me more anger because there are a lot of people like him that can't pay a public hospital, and what these hospitals give us is really 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 bad. Proposals. The proposals that I have to solve this problem are the following. First of all, like a lot of students and a lot of persons are doing, is by a social media movement. This is, I think that right in the moments of the pandemic, it's better to do a social media movement rather than a personal movement or like a manifestation or something. Due to right now the pandemic, and it will be more against us this presidential movement than an online movement. The online movement we can share it with our homes, and you can participate by just sharing a post or something like that, and really make awareness to all the persons that follow you. And the second one is work from the root. The root from the public health are obviously the doctors, and most of the doctors that work in the public hospitals are interns or med students. So I think that we should start by talking with them what are the problems that they have and try to change them. The impact as an individual is high because I want to be a med student, and I want to be the health system the best that we can have or that we can make. Maybe like in 4 years that I will be working in there. The positive and the negative. The positive things about this, the solution will be obviously a better health system. We will have a better economy. We will yeah, well, maybe we could aspire to be a first world country, but also this turns out to be negative because, the economy is going to be great after we change it. Before, we are going to spend a lot of money trying to improve it. So it's both sides of the coin. So you have to take a risk, and maybe it would change. It would be positive or negative, but comparing it, it would be mostly positive than negative. Thank you so much.